Hi everyone, welcome to my game of the month for March 2023. This time we're going through Nagase vs Tokuda from the OE Challenger League. Playing Sente is Nagase Takuya, the current Oza title holder. Playing Gote is Tokuda Kenshi, a young up-and-coming 4-dan professional. This game features an opening rarely seen in either professional or amateur play, and it only gets more and more exciting until the end. Nagase begins with pawn to 2-6, pawn to 3-4, pawn to 7-6, gold 3-2, pawn to 2-5. And now Tokuda reveals his opening strategy with pawn to 1-4, a waiting move. If Nagase tries to punish this with pawn to 2-4, then after pawn takes, rook takes, bishop takes 8-8 promotes, silver takes, silver to 2-2, Tokuda can aim for bishop drop 3-5. If rook takes 3-4, then bishop drop 4-5, and if rook to 2-8, then pawn drop 2-7. So this move is definitely playable, and because Nagase is known for his strong AI research in the opening, I wonder if Tokuda chooses this strategy to not be at a disadvantage. As it is, although Nagase usually plays the opening moves very quickly, in this game he slows down and begins to think about his moves. Gold to 7-8, bishop to 3-3, bishop takes 3-3 promotes, gold takes, silver to 3-8, rook to 2-2, Sakata style opposing rook. A ranging rook strategy invented during the Edo period, but made famous by Sakata Sankichi, an honorary Meijin and Osho. This is actually the first time in his career that Tokuda, a static rook player, is using any ranging rook strategy in an official game. I think it's just great that he decides to play an unconventional opening against such a strong opponent. So the main point of this strategy is to suppress the activity of the static rook. And the unique aspect of this game is the addition of the two moves gold to 7-8 and pawn to 1-4. This edge pawn doesn't help Tokuda a great deal, but it can also be argued that gold to 7-8 could hurt Nagase by preventing the formation of the left Mino castle. To deal with this, Nagase plays king to 6-8, king to 6-2, king to 7-7, an extraordinary way to castle his king by leaping over the head of his gold. King to 7-2, king to 8-8, pawn to 2-4, pawn takes, gold takes. So Tokuda's king is on 7-2, which protects the 8-3 pawn, and it would be pointless for Nagase to play a bishop drop on 4-5. On the other hand, the ideal counter to the signature climbing gold of Sakata style is pawn to 3-6, and this wouldn't work because Tokuda would play bishop drop 5-5. So Nagase first plays bishop drop 7-7, and after bishop drop 3-3, pawn to 3-6. It's important that after gold to 2-5, Nagase would be in time with bishop takes 3-3 promotes, knight takes, bishop drop 7-7, bishop drop 4-4, pawn to 3-5. The bishop and the gold are both pinned, so Nagase's attack against the knight's head would lead to a success. So the opening continues with silver to 4-2, silver to 3-7, gold to 2-5, pawn drop 2-6, gold to 2-4. Tokuda accepts the loss of a move to force Nagase to drop his pawn on the second file. But now Nagase plays pawn to 6-6, closing the bishop's diagonal and relaxing the flow of the game. Pawn to 4-4, gold to 5-8, silver to 4-3, gold to 6-7. Nagase doesn't have to worry about a bishop drop, so he uses his right gold to strengthen his castle. And looking at Tokuda's formation, it's a very different concept. Tokuda accepts that his castle won't be as strong as Nagase's castle, so he invests more moves into taking the area on the right side of the board. But now Tokuda develops the other side of the board with pawn to 9-4, pawn to 9-6, king to 8-2. And Nagase can definitely go for Anaguma with lance to 9-8, but after gold to 7-2, king to 9-9, silver to 6-2, silver to 8-8, pawn to 3-5, I think it's fair to say that Tokuda's camp has no weaknesses that Nagase can target. So even with the Anaguma, it's not easy to see how Nagase would attack from here. So instead of Anaguma, Nagase plays pawn to 1-6, a move that I don't understand unfortunately, and now Tokuda opens the middle game with pawn to 3-5. So if Nagase takes this, then Tokuda's gold advances, and maybe Nagase has to drop another pawn here, and this is not good. Tokuda can pull back the gold, and Nagase will be left with nothing. Well, there's little reason to invite Tokuda's gold to the 5th rank, So Nagase instead continues with pawn to 5-6. Pawn takes 3-6, silver takes, pawn drop 3-5, pawn to 2-5. Nagase is trying to break Tokuda's influence over this area, and because of his strong castle, he is at great liberty to do this forcefully. Gold to 3-4, pawn to 2-4, aiming for pawn promotion. If gold takes, silver takes 3-5, gold takes, rook takes 2-2 promotes, bishop takes, rook drop 4-2, Nagase would recover the silver loss, and it'd be disaster for Tokuda. Instead, Tokuda calmly takes the pawn with his bishop, but this allows silver to 2-5. At a glance, it might seem possible to stop Nagase's attack with gold takes 2-5, rook takes, silver drop 3-4, rook to 2-8, pawn drop 2-5, but this isn't true. For example, after pawn to 6-5, bishop to 3-3, pawn to 7-5, pawn to 2-6, gold to 7-6, pawn to 2-7 promotes, rook to 6-8. One could say that if this is the area that Tokuda needs to win, then the same could be said for Nagase in this area. In theory, Nagase's attack would be faster. So in the game, Tokuda chooses a sharper countermeasure with bishop to 3-3, which gives Nagase a chance to sabaki with silver takes 3-4, rook takes 2-8 promotes, silver takes 4-3 promotes. In this endgame, it's difficult to evaluate the speed of both players' attacks, and I think it would be a close game. But in the actual game, after spending just 2 minutes, Nagase arrives at a different move. He plays pawn drop 2-4, and after gold takes 2-5, rook takes, bishop takes 2-4, he tries to keep the pressure with pawn 1-5, pawn takes, lance takes, gaining a pawn in hand. His idea is that after lance takes, he would win the bishop with pawn drop 2-3, rook takes, gold drop 1-4. But Tokuda simply drops the pawn in front of the lance, and Nagase needs to do something, otherwise Tokuda would get his lance for free. Bishop to 8-6, gold to 6-2, pawn to 5-5, intending pawn to 5-4 next, and after silver drop 3-4, pawn to 5-4, silver takes, here comes another chance to sabaki the rook with rook takes 2-4, rook takes, bishop drop 4-2, rook takes 2-9 promotes, bishop takes 5-3 promotes, knight drop 5-5, gold to 7-7, silver to 4-3. My feeling is that Tokuda would be faster. So in the game, Nagase escapes with rook to 2-8, and now Tokuda takes the lance, leaving Nagase in a painful position. It's really difficult to make a good attack with only rook and bishop and a golden pawn in hand, but Nagase has no other option if he wants to stay in the game, so he does his best with pawn drop 3-2, lance drop 2-5, rook to 5-8. And Tokuda definitely has to be careful here. If he simply takes the pawn, then Nagase might go for broke with rook takes 5-4, pawn takes, silver drop 5-3. And this seems to be a good attack. If the gold runs, then silver takes 6-4 promotes would make the severe threat of pawn drop 3-3. On the other hand, if pawn to 3-6, then maybe silver takes 6-2 promotes, silver takes, gold drop 5-3. I don't know, silver drop 6-1, gold drop 5-2, silver takes, gold takes 6-2, gold drop 7-1, silver drop 5-3, gold takes 6-2, silver takes promotes, gold drop 7-1, promoted silver takes, king takes, gold drop 5-3. Yeah, it looks good, right? So in the game, Tokuda doesn't fall for the bait and plays lance takes 2-9 promotes. Pawn to 3-1 promotes, knight to 1-3. Well, the knight escapes to the edge. Maybe after knight to 3-3, Tokuda thought it would be uncomfortable if Nagase went for promoted pawn to 3-2, rook takes 5-4 once again. So it's not easy to target this edge knight, and it also doesn't interfere with the coordination of Tokuda's major pieces. But believe it or not, Nagase will eventually find a way to connect this Takuya with the rest of his attack. So first he plays knight to 7-7, pawn to 3-6, knight to 6-5, even using his castle knight to speed up his attack, but by itself it's not very effective. Tokuda blocks it with knight drop 6-4, but Nagase inches forward with knight takes 5-3 promotes, gold takes, pawn drop 5-5, silver to 4-3, pawn to 6-5, pawn to 3-7 promotes, pawn takes 6-4, pawn takes. And while Nagase has been doing all this, Tokuda has made a Tokin which is about to target the rook, so the situation becomes a little desperate. And yet, the ever-resourceful Nagase finds bishop to 6-8. Tokin takes 4-7, bishop takes 2-4. A powerful sabaki. It's difficult to capture this bishop because Nagase would continue with bishop drop 4-2. So, Tokuda instead captures Nagase's rook, knowing that even if Nagase makes a horse, it's not good enough and Tokuda can keep attacking. So instead, Nagase tries knight drop 7-5, Tokin to 6-9, and now, all or nothing. Knight takes a3 promotes, king takes, bishop drops 6-1, silver to 7-2, bishop takes 1-3 promotes, lands takes, knight drops 7-5. Well, this attack is pretty thin, but Tokuda can't let his guard down for a single moment. For example, after king to 7-4, the game would be instantly reversed with bishop takes 7-2 promotes, rook takes, silver drop 8-3. So Tokuda has to run to 8-2, and the dance of life and death continues with gold drop 8-3, silver takes, bishop takes promotes, king to 7-1. Oh, an important question is whether a move like Tokin takes 7-9 would make a threat mate on Nagase's king. For example, how about an attack like silver drop 5-4? So this is not a threat mate, but after Tokin takes 7-9, silver takes 5-3 promotes, Tokuda's king would be almost in brink mate. So if you'd like, please pause the video here and see if you can answer the question. Mate or no mate? Yeah, it's mate. Rook drop 8-9. If king to 7-7, then Tokin takes 7-8. If king to 9-7, rook takes 9-9 promotes, gold drop 9-8, knight drop 8-5, king to 8-6. The key move here is silver drop 9-5. If pawn takes, then gold drop 9-6, king takes, dragon takes 9-8, king takes 8-5, dragon takes 9-5 would be checkmate. And if king takes 8-5, pawn drop 8-4, horse takes, silver takes, king to 8-6, pawn drop 8-5, king to 7-7, king takes 7-8, it would be checkmate after a few more moves. And finally, if king to 9-8, then knight drop 8-6, pawn takes, gold drop 8-7, gold takes, rook takes promotes, king takes, bishop drop 6-9, king to 7-7, bishop to 7-8 promotes, king to 6-6, silver drop 6-5. If king to 5-7, then rook to 2-7 promotes would be mate. And if horse takes, pawn takes, king takes, I think there might be several ways to do it, but I found one way with bishop drop 3-8, silver drop 5-6, gold drop 7-4, king to 6-6, pawn drop 6-5, king to 5-7, rook to 2-7 promotes, king to 4-8, knight drop 3-6, king to 5-9, horse to 6-9, checkmate. So the big point is that Nagase has to keep making threat mates because otherwise Tokuda can make his own threat mate with the king takes 7-9. He finds pawn drop 6-3 and Tokuda hangs on with gold drop 7-2, horse takes, king takes, silver drop 8-3, king to 6-1. But remember what I told you about this Tokin. Nagase finally picks it up and Tokin to 4-1. Threat mate. After all, it seems like there's no escape for Tokuda's king. But there is an exquisite defense, a bishop drop from space, bishop drop 1-8. Let's see how this removes the threat mate. Nagase plays gold drop 6-2, rook takes, pawn takes promotes, king takes, and rook drop 2-8 would be mate, but thanks to this bishop, Tokuda can block it, or I don't know, king to 7-1 might be good enough as well. So Nagase tries to close in with Tokin to 4-2, but this is not a threat mate, so Tokuda can play Tokin takes 7-9, gold takes, knight drop 6-5. This is a threat mate. For example, if rook drop 8-2, king to 7-1, Tokin takes 4-3, silver drop 7-7. If king to 9-8, then rook drop 9-7. And if king to 8-9, pawn drop 8-8, gold takes, silver takes promotes, king takes, gold drop 7-7, gold takes, knight takes promotes, king takes, knight drop 6-5, the king has nowhere to run. For example, king to 8-6, bishop drop 7-7, king to 9-7, gold drop 8-6, pawn takes, Gold drop 8-7, king takes, rook drop 8-8, king to 9-7, rook takes 8-6 promotes, king to 9-8, bishop to 8-8 promotes, checkmate. But it's not over yet. If Nagase can remove the threat mate in the same initiative as making a threat mate on Tokuda's king, he could reverse the game. So he continues with pawn drop 6-3, gold takes, rook drop 8-2, king to 5-3, knight takes 6-3 promotes, bishop takes promotes, the king to 4-3, king takes, silver drop 5-4, horse takes, pawn takes. Clearing off many pieces, and the question is if his king is still in threat mate. And Tokuda steps in with zero hesitation. Silver drop 7-7, gold takes, knight takes promotes, king takes, knight drop 8-5. If king is 6-8, then knight drop 5-4. And if king is 6-7, then rook drop 7-7. Nagase plays king to 8-6, but after bishop drop 7-7, king takes 8-5, pawn drop 8-4. In this position, he finally resigns. It's a simple mate after king takes, silver drop 9-3, king to 7-5, rook drop 6-5, and checkmate. So the result of this game is Tokuda's brilliant victory. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.